All right, hi everyone. For problems 4 through 12, you will need to remember SOHCAHTOA, the Pythagorean theorem, and the triangle sum theorem. So let's go ahead and get started with number 4. Okay, here the angle of interest is the 37-degree angle, and to solve the triangle, you need to find all the sides and all the angles. So let's start off with PQ first. PQ is opposite to the 37-degree angle. So therefore, and the 22, that's the hypotenuse. And the trig ratio that uses opposite and hypotenuse is cosine. I'm sorry, not cosine, sine. So the sine of 37 is equal to PQ over 22. To solve, we're going to cross multiply. So PQ is equal to 22 times the sine of 37. So now we're going to use our calculator. 22 sine 37 is 13.2. And I believe you need to round to the nearest 10. So 13.2 units. Okay. Now for QR. QR is the adjacent side. So QR, so the cosine of 37 is equal to QR over 22. We're going to cross multiply. So QR is equal to 22 times the cosine of 37. Let's use your calculator. 22 times the cosine of 37. 17.6. Okay, so I have all three sides. I have two angles. To find angle P, remember that all triangles, all three angles sum up to 180. So 180 minus the 90-degree angle and the 37-degree angle. That's going to be 53 degrees. Okay, number 5. Let's start with finding the hypotenuse, and we can use the Pythagorean theorem for that. So 11 squared plus 18 squared is equal to Pn squared. Using the calculator, 11 squared plus 18 squared, the multiplication. That's 445. And then the square root of that. Okay, it's already simplified to the square root of 445. That's Pn. Okay, we have all three sides. Now let's find all three angles. We already have the 90-degree angle. Let's try finding angle P. So for angle P, 18 is the opposite side and 11 is the adjacent. So the trig ratio that uses that is going to be the tangent. So the tangent of P is equal to 18 over 11. And to get P by itself, you're going to do inverse tangent of 18 over 11. That's going to give you P. Okay, so second tangent 18 divided by 11, close parenthesis. So P is approximately 58.6 degrees. Okay, so now to find angle N, 11 is opposite, 18 is adjacent. So once again, we've seen the tan of N is equal to 11 over 18. So the tan inverse of 11 over 18 is equal to N. And that's approximately 31.4. Okay, so notice that that both angles have to add up to 90 degrees. You might be a little off because of rounding errors, but that should be the case. Okay, number 6. Okay, we have two sides, so let's go ahead and find the third side using the Pythagorean theorem. So 7 squared plus ut squared, because that's the other leg, is equal to the hypotenuse squared. Okay, so we have 49 plus ut squared is equal to 529. Subtract the 49 and then find the square root of 480. So ut is 4 square root 30. All right. Now, let's find angle S. Angle S, 7 is adjacent, 23 is hypotenuse. So we're going to use cosine. So cosine of S is equal to 7 over 23. So that means that S is equal to the cosine inverse of 7 over 23. And that's equal to 72.2. Now to find U, 7 is opposite, 23 is hypotenuse. So we're going to use the cosine. I'm sorry, not the cosine, the sine. So the sine of U is equal to 7 over 23. So U is equal to the sine inverse of 7 over 23. Second, sine 7 divided by 23. And that's going to give you 17.7.